The day two of the biggest wars I watch in Call of Dragons end like 99.9% end. And one of the wars was hopeless, and the second one have a chance to win. So I'm going to also talk about this. Of course, the wars is FS and TDR against Heartless Ronin and Dora. And the second one is TFS with XTG against BXS and Ains. So maybe I'm going to start with the Hopeless War. So we're going to jump directly in the Hopeless War. And for me, the Hopeless War was BXS and Ains against TFS and XTG. Right now, there is some wars here and there, but it's small fights or maybe a little more massive fights. Somebody attacking somebody farmer and stuff like this. But I'm going to talk about this war. I think the moment where the TFS actually lose was the moment where the Ents and BXS make their fortress here. As you can see, all the players are here. This is two huge alliances. Ents have, how much power was they have? 12.7 billion power. This is pretty much a lot of tier 5 players there. And the BXS, I think, have less power from Ents. I think was like something. Oh my god. Oh, what's going on with my internet today? The BXS have my game open um this power, this alliance. 11.6 billion power. So altogether, these two alliances have a lot of power. A lot of power. Also a lot of tier 5. Since back in the days when the TFS was fighting against Neuer and Dusk and Down, TFS managed to do everything alone since TFS was having so much tier 5 players. It may be small accounts, but there was a tier 5 players. And the exchanges between tier 4 and tier 5 was huge. But here we have two alliances that are with tier 5 players. This is BXS and Ains. And against them are TFS. First of all, why I think the war is over is look at these towers. Oh my god. This talk a lot. All these towers. When you see so many towers on some specific, only the turrets are missing here, to be honest. It's basically not going to go over here. And also there is a lot of fights on the bridge. XTG and TFS cannot actually manage to go and take this bridge here from the BXS, and it's only BXS here. Maybe Ains. This is Ains, I think. Yeah. There is also war here, but they are very, very far away from this choke point. So, yeah, this is the hopeless war. Now the choke points are, yeah, giving some advantage over the defending team, but it's not over, and we're going to see the second war. But anyway, XTG was not having that power. Also, I didn't saw him. I didn't saw this alliance to fight that much. There was just couple legions of XTG. Maybe I didn't catch the right moment. I'm not so sure. But mostly I saw TFS trying to break the defense of BXS and Ains. And this is close to impossible. Not close to impossible, it's just impossible. So it was pretty much hopeless war the moment where the BXS and Ains enter in this zone. Maybe it was just a fun fighting here and there, but yeah, I see a lot of complainings about the choke points, but there is a choke points everywhere. It's not only here. There is a choke point basically to any spire in this game. If you see a spire, that is a choke point. Let me find some one spire. Yeah, you can see on the map, just my internet is little laggy. Oh yeah, I should have spire here somewhere. Don't see it. Oh my god, level 4 spire. As you can see, this is a choke point. Every spire is around a choke point. Why people are not complaining for this one. But on this side, just TFS alone cannot break. I mean, one tier 5 alliance cannot break two tier 5 alliance. especially when the BXS are very, very active. Also, AIMs are active, but not that much like a BXS. So yeah, this is for this war. It was hopeless at the beginning, but yeah, people are making their fun. I mean, it's not like, okay, we cannot do it, let's stop fight. They continue fighting, and this is fine. I mean, imagine we farm like 2 months and fight for 2 weeks, and to fight 3 days, see that the situation is hopeless, and just give up. No, just continue playing, continue fighting. So I'm going to jump on the second war. So just to say, yeah, it's pretty much over for TFS. This is where they're going to end with no dragon. So I'm going to go over the second war that actually have a chance. And this is the war in our server, where the FS with TDR was fighting against Dora and Heartless Ronin. Now I'm not going to count, maybe it's right or maybe not right, but there is a small alliances, farm alliances that was doing some work on this side on the map, but the main fight was TDR FS against Heartless Ronin and Dora. And here the thing, I was expecting they actually to get the dragon, since FS is alone here. This is only FS. They may have more tier 5 players, but they're alone. TDR was very, very far away. Basically here. Here is the TDR, and they get blocked here with alliance keep, towers, turrets. Also, many of the TDR players get burned, and when you get cast rallies, your troops in the hospital for a lot of time. Also, you lose troop. There is a dead troops. And here the Heartless Ronin actually cut out the TDR, and there was a lot of people who get burned. But TDR was out of the picture. Somehow Dora and Heartless Ronin managed to push away the TDR. So it was only FS here. And I was thinking maybe 2 days, max 3 days. They're going to get the dragon. I mean, Heartless Ronin and Dora. But here comes the other problem, why the things, in my opinion, didn't happen. There was a couple mistakes that was made. First of all, let's get the advantage. The advantage is Heartless Ronin and Dora have 2 times more people. I mean, one alliance have 200 people, second will have 200 people, the third one also have 200 people. It's a number game. And second thing is there is a 2 alliances against one. That means 2 times more hospital, and again 2 times more players. Why I mentioned the hospitals is just if you have 2 times more players, you're going to have 2 times more hospital, and you're going to have up 2 times more. So, but what actually fell here, and why the Heartless Ronin and Dora didn't manage to actually get the dragon from the FS? First and most important thing is the activity. Now, always, since I stream the fights here for the people who follow my channel, I try to stream most of the fights here. Also, I make separate videos about these fights here. Every time when there was a push, I mean, I talk about the last couple days when the Heartless Ronin finally come with Dora on one place and they can push together the FS. Before that was TDR was attacking Heartless Ronin when they go for FS, and FS was building towers to win the time. Because Heartless Ronin after this have to destroy this tower is 2 hours and blah blah blah. And TDR can attack them again and start destroying. It was cat and mouse in general. The Dora, well, the Dora was fighting with FS and they was losing there. Basically, not able to do much. So Dora was needing Heartless Ronin. So finally, they managed to, all together to push out the TDR. But what this actually helped? Well, basically with nothing. Every time I stream, there was like, I don't know how many Heartless Ronin players. There was a lot of Heartless Ronin players. And the thing I saw, there is like 3, 4, maybe 5 Dora Legions. Rest was Heartless Ronin. And Heartless Ronin have like 2 times less, 2 billion power less from the FS. So Heartless Ronin cannot do it alone. It's mostly tier 4 players. They also have some tier 5 players, but they was needing Dora, and Dora was not active. This is, in my opinion, the main problem that actually happened here. That the Dora just don't showed up, and also Dora was having some internal problems. Some people leave and stuff like this. So in general, Dora was not a good alliance. I mean, the Dora that is right now, since yeah, when the pushes was going, only the Heartless Ronin was making rallies. Only the Heartless Ronin players was here to make the push, and just couple Dora legions. That's all. The only thing Dora support, maybe at most, was summoning couple Behemoths in the fight. I mean, this is still help, but by going to the strongest alliance in the server with a lot of tier 5 players, and you manage to somehow end up with your alliance here, and this alliance to not show up on the pushes, I don't know. I mean, I think Heartless Ronin and Dora was having a decent chance to go for the dragon, but the inactivity of the Dora actually lead up to this, that the FS is going to take the dragon. And they build their towers. Look at this thing. How many towers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 towers. One fortress, 3 alliance keep. There is a lot of destruction time here. And the towers continue. It's basically there. There is a lot of things to be destroyed here. On the first push, Heartless Ronin and Dora managed to take out two, two buildings, one island skip and one tower. But I think the main thing that they should focus, or they, my opinion, of course, was just to drain the power of the FS. Forget about the destruction part. Just put all the FS players, all the FS troops in hospital. Since they jumped here, there was like all 3 buildings in same time was destroyed. That means you sent order, and you know these building teams are very weak and very easy to be killed and send it in hospital, and at some point you're not going to have infantry. So in cases like this, I was thinking it's just better just non-stop fight with them. Don't go for buildings, non-stop fighting. Even that there's a 3 alliance keeps, just 1 legion can fire up from this alliance keep, so it don't make that big difference there. Also, they cannot fire up artifacts inside these castles. So yeah, I think this is the main problem that happened on our server. I don't think it's problem. I mean, it's a strategy. You have a winners and you have losers, and in this case, I think uh yeah, this is the reason why Dora and Heartless Ronin didn't manage to get the dragon from the FS. 1 alliance against 2 alliance, 2 more hospitals. My personal opinion over the whole situation. So the FS is going to keep up the dragon, which is congratulations to the FS players. They managed. The activity was on high level on the FS, which is absolutely great. But yeah, this has happened every season. Every season, TFS, FS, DDR are taking out the dead weight. That means people who is not that active. They remove them and they get active people on their side. And starting the new season, you have very, very active alliance. Also, very, very active alliance was Heartless Ronin. I think even one idea more active from the FS. This is my personal overview. Just don't have the power. I mean, they have like 8.4 billion power, and the FS is having, I think 10 billion power, something like this. Quite sure. If the internet give me the chance to see how much power. 11 billion power. Oh, the difference is 2.5 billion power, and this 2.5 billion power is a tier 5 or troops or artifacts or awakened heroes. It's not a building power or research power. I mean, there may be some building and research powers, but yeah. So yeah, this is my 2 cents over the 2 wars that I was watching closely. I don't think I'm going to make more videos about those wars. It's pretty much over for me, both of them. But if something insane happened and some of the sites somehow managed to get the dragon, for example, Heartless Ronin or Dora, or the TFS with XG, definitely I'm going to make the video. But for now, I think is pretty much over, and there's not much time actually left till the season, and there's 5 hours before the cross region alliance will be open, and the season is going to end. 1 second, going to end after 9 days, 9 days and 11 hours. So I don't think something is going to happen in this time zone. So yeah, I guess this will for this video, guys. This is my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments below your personal opinion. Also, don't forget, if you want to support this channel, you can go and become a member of this channel. And yeah, have a great day. See you in the next video.